Good morning. My name is Brian Donahue. I'm the Interim Director for Economic Development for the City of Portsmouth, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all here this morning on a beautiful Monday morning to start the week off right with the opening of an expanding business here in the City of Portsmouth in our beautiful Old Town community. We've been having a number of these recently occurring on High Street, and I think it just shows that Portsmouth is a smart move for business. This space that you are standing in now is a former Bloomberg department store, and I can tell you a year ago today, it looked nothing like this. I think the transformation that has happened in this space is indicative of what's occurring in Portsmouth today. So we are going to be having a number of representatives from the Portsmouth Partnership, as well as the state of Virginia, and local representatives making remarks this morning. I think what you will see is an example of public-private partnerships and how organizations can come together working on behalf of a locality to develop a business ecosystem supporting small businesses and their growth and success in a community. I would like to introduce Mayor Shannon Glover for remarks.
Wow. This is a great opportunity for us all to celebrate today. And before I get involved in my comments, I want to recognize some individuals in the room. We do have some state elected leaders, local elected leaders, and we do have our city manager here in the building. So if I would, I'd like to take a moment. I saw Senator L. Louise Lucas. Good to see you, ma'am. Do we have any other state elected leaders here? I haven't seen everybody, but if you are here, if you would come forward, we certainly will recognize you. In addition to that, I see some of my colleagues on City Council. Councilman Bill Moody, good to see you, sir. Councilman Chris Woodard, good to see you. And Councilwoman Lisa Lucas-Burke. And I believe our city manager, Miss Tanya Chapman, she's here with us as well. What an outstanding event. Let me start off by saying this is historic. And bear with me for a moment while I take you back in history. Shortly after World War II, Portsmouth was in a unique position. We had a lot of people here, but we didn't have a lot of opportunities in terms of jobs after the war effort. The Portsmouth Industrial Foundation came together with local business leaders, civic leaders, and citizens, and they put together a plan. This was back in 1948, folks. 1948, if you could imagine. Created opportunities, pooled their money together, created opportunities to bring businesses here to the city of Portsmouth to provide those living wage jobs to the citizens that were going to remain. I think that's pretty special. But the most important thing about that was they used innovation, creativity, and community to make it happen. Some of the companies that came in that first wave were Easy Thread Company. They brought 400 people and brought 400 jobs. We were so talked about, the city of Portsmouth, that places like Boston, Roanoke, Minneapolis, Salinas, California were all inquiring about that new innovative program in the city of Portsmouth. Why is that important? For all of you who may have counted us out, who may have said that Portsmouth, we don't know what we're going to do with these folks, let me give you hope. And here is the hope. Portsmouth has and always will be the epicenter of trade and commerce in Hampton Roads. You can clap to that. Portsmouth has and always will be the center of Hampton Roads. And in that center, we will continue to drive innovation. And a good example of that is Offshore Wind is going to be headquartered right here in Portsmouth. We will continue to drive and bring in new industries and diversify our economy. A good example of that is Rivers Casino Portsmouth, which will be opening in January of 2023. The first casino, the first freestanding casino, I know they just recently opened something up out west, but I'm talking about the first freestanding casino built in the state of Virginia, over 250,000 square feet of gaming, ballroom, outside entertainment venue, and a real entertainment venue and destination for the city of Portsmouth and the region called Hampton Roads. I could not be any more excited today because what Bloom Co-working Space represents is a vision. Many of us in this room had talked about this vision coming to fruition. I see Johnny Garcia, I see Michelle Wren, I see so many of us in the partnership who had envisioned this opportunity. I see Peggy Murphy years ago. We talked about bringing feet on the street, bringing an office co-working space that gave our young entrepreneurs and businesses an opportunity to come someplace and have a home, right? And have an opportunity to get around like people that focus on growth and prosperity. We're moving in that direction, ladies and gentlemen. The other thing I want to say about this Bloom co-working space, which many don't know, we talk a lot about small women and minority businesses. And as you all know, I am a minority business in the city of Portsmouth. I run an employee benefits firm called Commonwealth Employee Benefit Solutions, and I've run that business for over 17 years. I started it with one client, and my first client was Senator Lucas Lodge. That wasn't by happenstance either. I worked hard for that business. In any event, why that's important is because probably 70 to 80% of the businesses that have already signed on to Bloom Co-working Space are small women and minority businesses. We are creating opportunities for growth and development for everyone in the city of Portsmouth, and that is something that we all can be proud of. Now, many of you have heard that the mayor has a bold new direction. Well, I submit to you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a part of that bold new direction. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this ribbon cutting ceremony. Portsmouth is a resilient city, proof being the continued growth of our business community in spite of a global pandemic. Today, we celebrate the expansion of the Portsmouth Partnership's Bloom Co-working Space. As you may recall, Bloom Co-working provides co-working space to businesses, professionals, and startups, providing these organizations with a way to collaborate and grow commerce in the city of Portsmouth and the region. Founded by the Portsmouth Partnership, Bloom Co-working Space is dedicated to bringing more businesses to Portsmouth and helping them take root and achieve full potential. On behalf of the Portsmouth City Council, City Manager's Office, and staff, congratulations. The expansion project for Bloom Co-working is moving right in the right direction. We wish you continued success in this endeavor and all future ones. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Mayor. I would also like to recognize some members that we have in attendance from our Economic Development Authority and Port and Industrial Commission this morning. Those organizations are steadfast supporters of small business. Our Economic Development Authority assisted in supporting this project and would just like to recognize them. I'm not sure which members are here, but I did see a few, so thank you all for coming this morning. I would like to now introduce, for some remarks, Bill Curtis, Assistant Director with the Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development. Bill.
Thank you so much. It is my pleasure to be here, and I'm representing Brian Horn, who is the agency director. He sends his regrets. He is otherwise occupied, but very excited about what's going on here. And the director said, well, you have some comments? I said, well, I have 2 pages. He didn't seem dismayed by that, so we're going to share those with you. I feel very comfortable. I do work in Richmond, but I live in Virginia Beach, so I spent a great deal of time here in Portsmouth, and I'm very familiar with this unoccupied facility for many years. And so this is great, this is exciting, and it's exactly what we're doing and want to see happen across the Commonwealth. As I said, I feel comfortable. In fact, I worked on the STOP Incorporated Board of Directors with Councilwoman Lucas Burke here, and of course I know her mother, the senator. So it's good to be here and be able to share some with you. And now my 2 pages of comments, okay? I will skip through some. As I said, I am very happy to be here. This is a vibrant social, commercial, and cultural center such as this is critical to the economic well-being and quality of life for many communities. Working aside local partners, the Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development's Virginia Main Street program helps small towns, mid-sized communities, and urban commercial districts respond to evolving needs in their historic commercial districts. We're delighted to be here with you today to support the ongoing local efforts to foster small businesses and to celebrate Portsmouth's incredible entrepreneurial spirit. Small businesses are the backbone of our economy and the bedrock of our communities. Fostering strong entrepreneurial ecosystems is paramount in building thriving communities, which is why the project we are recognizing today is important to celebrate and highlight. We applaud each of you for the new Bloom co-working that will support startup and micro businesses, offering resources and educational programming to support small, women, veteran, disabled, and minority-owned business owners and entrepreneurs. It's an exciting accomplishment for both the Portsmouth Development Foundation and for your community, who will have even more opportunities to turn their passions into successful businesses. Multiple state resources have been put to great use to support this project, including $100,000 from the Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development's Virginia Statewide Business District Resurgent Grant. We're excited to support the expansion of Bloom's co-working and incubator space and Black Brands microenterprise support services for Bloom clients. In fact, a month or so ago, I was over at the hotel here with one of the Black Brand organizational recognitions, and I was absolutely impressed with what I saw there. Everyone was so excited, but that is what this is all about. Additionally, this project is aligned with Go Virginia Region 5's Economic Growth and Diversification Plan, which uses empirically driven recommendations to grow and diversify the economy in their region. Very important. I think I saw Sarah Dunnigan, the Go Director here someplace, but we are very excited to be a part of that. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the commitment and hard work of so many partners, both within the project itself and a wider Portsmouth small business community. I want to acknowledge the Portsmouth Development Foundation and Michelle Wren. Where's Michelle? I know I saw her right there. Michelle, yeah. This is a long-standing relationship with the Portsmouth community, and you've made some positive changes possible. I also want to acknowledge the City of Portsmouth and Mayor Glover for recognizing the importance of this endeavor and committing to its success. Thank you, Mayor. And last and most importantly, I want to acknowledge the Portsmouth small business community for your hard work and dedication to these revitalization efforts. Nobody understands a place quite like those who call it home. And your role in shaping this revitalization effort is paramount to creating a community that is successful, serves you, represents you, and centers around your unique voices. I applaud all of you, and thank you again. Congratulations, and thank you for allowing me just a few moments to share our appreciation for what you've done and to let you know that we're still here. We're going to work with you, and we hope to have more projects similar to this in the future. Thank you very much. Okay.
Bill, thank you again. Thank you to the Commonwealth of Virginia for being such an ardent supporter of what we're working to accomplish here at the local level. We've been partners on many different projects. This is an example of just the most recent, and they've been successful on every occasion. So thank you for what you do. I would now like to introduce Dr. Johnny Garcia, President of the Portsmouth Partnership.
Thank you. Good morning. First of all, I want to thank you for being here. What a great event this morning. But first, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Michelle Wren for all the wonderful work she has done to do this. So I'm here to talk a little bit about the Portsmouth Partnership and the importance of the partnership here in Portsmouth. For over 75 years, almost 75 years, next year will be 75 years, the Portsmouth Partnership has been a vital part of Portsmouth. We are Portsmouth's business voice. And what have we done over the 75 years? You can see all that on our website, but I want to talk a little bit about what's happened over the last 10 years. This all started as an idea, first called 2PIC. Remember that, Ross? 2PIC. I don't even remember what it stood for, but it was 2PIC, and it was just an idea in the back of a napkin. Because what we wanted to do was we wanted to be able to help small businesses grow, bring businesses into Portsmouth. And then we switched the name from 2PIC to Starting Block. Because guess what? Just about every single urban community in America is doing something very similar. And then we ended up with Bloom. And why Bloom? Because it signifies growth in an economy that's stricken by, other than a pandemic, other issues that we face in Portsmouth. And oh, do we face a lot of issues in Portsmouth. But we will prevail. As Mayor Glover stole some of my thunder, but what are we doing here is vitally important to the economic growth of this great city. So I'm a business owner in Portsmouth. I own a number of different businesses in Portsmouth, and people ask me, why Portsmouth? Why not Norfolk? Why not Virginia Beach? Why not Chesapeake? And oh, by the way, city officials from those cities ask me, why, Johnny? Why aren't you in Virginia Beach? Or why am I not somewhere else? And I always come back to one reason. I actually started right down on High Street in the Town Bank building. It's because they need me. And that's the reason why we started Bloom, is because the city of Portsmouth needs Bloom to be successful. And what you're seeing today is a culmination of 10 years of work. And when we first talked about doing this, we had 2 offices and 3 cubes. We did. And we grew from there to the space behind me, which we had, 35 businesses, and a number of folks, and now we can house up to 100 different businesses. So the beauty behind, and we don't like interview people, but what we found is the people that are coming here to start businesses are those of underserved populations. And we talk a lot about DE&I. We're actually doing that here. We are helping small businesses and people that have ideas get off the ground. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here at Bloom. And the future of this organization and the future of what we're doing here is going to continue to grow. And remember, I talked about the 75 years that the partnership has been in business. We've evolved. And we will continue to evolve as a foundation, as a group. There's 50 members of our board. And those 50 members of our board actually run and operate several of the most successful businesses in Portsmouth. And why are they part of the partnership? Is because they want to see the partnership be successful and the city be successful and their businesses be successful. So I want to thank you again for coming, and I want to thank all of our board members that are here and all of the other folks that have helped us make this. I want to thank them very much. Thank you.
Okay, so now comes the moment where we get to officially cut the ribbon and open the doors to this fantastic new co-working facility. After we do that, hang around. We want you to tour the space. I'm told there are refreshments in the back, including the world-renowned bagel nuts, so don't miss the opportunity to grab a few of those before you head out. But spend some time networking, That's what this space is for.